Hello. Get back in
Grab your
Have your
popcorn,
heads in there.
sit
Scoot.
down. Hold, I can turn the chair.
there. There you go.
Now you're not in there.
I know, I got to squeeze in here.
What happened? Crazy thing. I hit something on my phone. Sorry.
All thumbs.
Time for the Wild Huckleberry Show. There you go, Jack. How are you doing today, Jack? How's Dina?
Yeah, y'all doing better?
Hey, Teresa. Teresa, I am so sorry. I hadn't even thought about it. It hadn't entered my mind. And when Lisa said something about subscribing to your channel, I went out there and I subscribed. So I'll be watching your videos. I'm so sorry I hadn't already done that.
He was talking about it earlier, talking to himself, fussing at himself. I can't believe I hadn't already done that.
Absolutely. I was not happy that I hadn't done it yet. Hey, Bert and Cindy. How are y'all? Hey, Gears. Well, actually, Gears, probably 3 minutes after I said that he wasn't playing with his friends, he's on with his friends now.
Yeah, so.
The volume's still down. There's Dina. Hi, Dina.
Hey.
Yeah, he says that the plan was they were already in the works to get this together and play.
How convenient is that?
I know. Just happened to be, I mentioned it because you said it, and there you go.
Oh, got a cramp. Okay.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
How is everybody tonight? We're getting a little sprinkling rain right now, and which it's
Started about 4 or so.
yeah, it's about 50 degrees.
My mom was outside digging dirt. Hopefully she's back inside now.
Well, she is because she left the
Shovel over there.
well the
Wheelbarrow.
wheelbarrow and the shovel over there. So
Both. Oh, good. She's inside. Not getting drenched. Oh, y'all guess what I did? Well, I guess you've seen some of the pictures that Robbie showed video of me on the tractor, and I was disking up the slope back here behind the house, and then I went out there with the landscape rake and cleared off the dirt clods, and then walked through it and cleared off sticks and rocks and big clods of grass that I don't want to grow back. And what's that really straight, stiff grass that's out there? What's that stuff? I call it razor grass because it cuts. I had to wear gloves. But then went out there and unrolled 3 bales of hay.
yeah, you ended up with 3.
Okay. And last
Hey,
day
Todd,
Robbie
Robin.
wasn't here when I unrolled that hay, so Lee helped me. And
There you go, Teresa. Good advice.
the hay went to rolling, and it took in its own direction, and it took a hard left and went down the hill.
I wasn't here.
I was like, no. And the tree stopped it. So I got the tractor back to it and the hay forks and picked it back up and scooted it in the right direction and then let go of it, and it started doing it again, and Lee took off after. He said, no. So we got that hay.
Is it Johnson grass?
Is that what, it's just really
Well, Teresa was asking that. I'm not sure.
stiff.
Hey,
And-
Tracy.
And it's mean grass. I mean, it'll cut. You got to grab and pull it. No, you're going to cut your hand. That's mean grass. So then went out there with the rake and finished raking off the big clump that came off the big round bale of hay before it started taking a hard left and go down the hill. And that was a lot right there. Oh my gosh. The chickens going over there and they started trying to help me. They were digging at the hay. I think they're just making nests, so we need to start looking out there for eggs.
Oh gosh, I didn't think about that.
Yes.
Putting hay out there,
Yes. They're gonna lay their eggs out there in the hay. And then I got all my medicinal herbs. And I got some vegetables. I got some potatoes that Uncle Pat brought me over.
Okay.
And stuck some potatoes out there and all my medicinal herbs. Got them all out.
Well, good.
And even my mullein. Dina.
Oh, good. You hear that, Dina?
Yeah.
Tracy says cute top.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Did we get the
It's comfy.
States, or is that just the bonus?
But that's what I did Thursday on my day off.
While I was at work.
Yep. Well, it was sunny. I thought it was going to be cool. I had a jacket, took that jacket off because I was hot. I got hot after a minute. So I just got busy and got all that done. Okay. Lots of little
Yeah.
things I've been missing. But hey.
Well, Travansky, what I'll tell you is I've been called some things I didn't care in the past, but the more you react to them, the more people will do it. So,
Oh, somebody said something that nice?
yeah, they were asking if they were calling them a name.
Oh,
And
well.
Teresa's suggestion was laugh at it and said, but it hurts their feelings, which I will say. I mean, I've had it happen. People have hurt my feelings, but the more you give them the shot at it,
You give them the power. You don't give them the power. I can laugh at just about anything. Bless their hearts.
Jack's asking Tracy if she likes, if it's my shirt she likes. Hey, Ed.
Boo.
And just in case you don't know, Jack, that Grow What You Eat, and everybody out there, that's Tracy from in the garden and kitchen with Tracy. She split hers into 2 channels, and now she's got in the kitchen with Tracy and Tim, and she's got her Grow What You Eat. Okay, no more.
Yeah, no.
Better be good. Well, we are what we are, so. Hey, Nancy. How are you tonight?
Hello.
I'll go ahead and add Nancy as moderator too.
Yeah.
So, how is it where you guys are right now? It's raining and about, well, it's about 50 degrees here, and it's it's been the wind has been howling. That's been my biggest problem. Hey, there's Monty and Michelle. How are y'all tonight? Done and fed outside. I understand that. I did my best to try to get everybody fed and everything done between Simple Acres and Money Pits live. So I actually did get done. I'm trying to edit my video for tomorrow, and I'm nowhere near finished with it. It's just been that kind of day today. 64 and sunny here. Wow, that's nice, Teresa. That's very nice. Actually, I'm going to do that too. Hey, Noble. Glad to see you again. So, yeah, but the thing that's been driving me crazy is that it's been the wind, I guess, is really what has been driving me crazy. It's just been windy and windy and windy. And then I thought to myself the other day, I'm going to Oklahoma 3 times this year, so it's just the Lord's way of getting me ready for being over there in Oklahoma where the wind always blows.
Do you recall how life was?
Social media.
Yeah.
It was a lot easier.
We went and did anything and everything we went to do, and riding up around the neighborhoods and up and down the certain little track, you know, going through Breaker and
Oh, yeah.
Easy Mart. When we were kids, we rode our bikes everywhere. Didn't have to worry about crazy people.
We do have children. We have 2.
3.
Well, 3, yes, because we have Darius, our other son.
He'd be mad if we left him out.
That's true. That's true. All right, there's Donald and Lisa. And Greg and Donna. Hello, how are y'all?
Sorry.
Yeah, when it comes to the 80s and 90s and such,
Oh, goodness.
it was really funny because here in our hometown, we had it was just a big L is what it was. We drove up here and we circled. We drove down here and we circled. And that was our cruise on Friday and Saturday night until you met friends. Then you went over to this parking lot over here and sat and talked for a while.
Yeah, that was, and you had to park on the right side of Breaker. And then you made the loops through McDonald's and Taco Bell, and then went back up.
Yeah, Breaker, and then of course we had looped through Easy Mart.
Yeah.
So it was a lot simpler. Then of course, if somebody needed to get a hold of you while you were out running around, well, you know that was not possible because you didn't have a phone in your car.
Not seeing any trolls? Have you missed a few?
It's just been a little bit, not too much for it.
Oh, wait, you didn't get the,
But yeah, it's
Well,
it
and
was a
then
lot
you worked
easier.
at Taco Bell, and I worked across the street at McDonald's, and our friends would come through the drive-through.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, our grandkids are at their house right now, so it's kind of hard to go be grandparents right now. Although they were here Friday and Saturday, so well, one of them was here Saturday, and then
Yeah.
we went out to eat with them on Saturday night. So
Yep. Celebrating an anniversary for his parents.
cruising in my '69 Pontiac Grand Prix. There you go. That's probably that was a nice ride there, Ed.
I had a Toyota Celica. That was my little Zoom Zoom.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. I had a 1967 F100 pickup that was 3 on the tree, no power anything, and no air conditioning. So there you go. There you go, Tracy. There they are. They're bound to show up at some point,
Yeah.
but it's okay.
oh, I forgot about the Jeff.
Hopefully we have plenty of mods. I think I'll go ahead and add Tracy on that channel as a mod too. But yeah, it was a lot of fun to just ride around and do. But now, I mean, like I said, that truck that I had was not power anything. It didn't have power windows. It didn't have power brakes. It didn't have power steering. And
Thanks. Appreciate it.
oh, mercy. 1959 Chevrolet Apache 3 on the tree. That's right. Who didn't want to learn 3 on the tree? I mean,
I know. I liked him in the floor.
the one thing I'll never forget is the very first time I ever got him, and you know, mine was it was a standard 3 on the tree, and I'm sitting in that thing, and my dad said, "Okay, push the clutch, push the brake, turn it on." Cranked it up, started to take off, and you know, he said, "All right, put it in first gear. Now, let out on the clutch." And I said, "I don't want to let out on the clutch." And he's like, "Do it." So of course, when I did it, it was boom, 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 about 3 times, and it died. And I was not really wanting to. I wasn't really wanting to go in and do it again, but I learned how to drive it. Now I can drive a standard, which I think is
Thruster boosters are gone.
a very good thing, especially since.
Advantageous.
Well, at one point in time, I was looking for a new vehicle, and the dealership said, "Well, and I wanted a Ford Focus, and they said we've got one down here, but it's a standard." And I was like, "I don't care, I can drive a standard." So I drove a standard.
Oh, goodness.
God bless, Gears. Have a good night.
Well, Daddy taught me on a Volkswagen Bug. That's what I learned.
On the
And that was
floor.
pretty easy.
Well, I also had a little Ranger at one time, and it was, and just like the Focus, it was in the floor. It wasn't 3 on the tree. Yeah, you can hear him. He's talking to his friends.
Hello.
Temperature's starting to lower to the point where they start taking damage.
Thank you, Noble. Yeah, everybody hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. We'd appreciate that. But yeah, those good times in that old truck. I kind of wish I could find that old truck and get it back because I miss it. It was a really good truck.
Yeah, and just work out your shoulders, you'd be going to the chiropractor more.
True. Bonjour. One thing I remember about that truck, I'd say we're pretty happy. We have our moments.
Well, his dad always called me Giggles.
That's right.
That was before we
That
even
was
started
long
dating.
before we thought about
Yeah,
dating. That's right.
Yeah, I was, 16 maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But one of the craziest things ever happened with that truck, I was driving up to a red light one night and I hit the brakes and the brake went down and to the floor. And I started pumping it and pumping it. And I was like, oh no, I can't stop. And I pulled it down, put it and got it in first gear and I finally got stopped. And the whole problem was the brake line had dropped down and laid on the muffler and it burned a hole in it. And it was a drum brake system. So when I pushed the brakes, the fluid that was supposed to go hit the brakes and push, it was going straight out that.
3 times.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
I made it home, thank goodness, but I was going really slow.
Well, which direction did you go home? Because going down that hill, you just keep on
Well,
going
I was pulling up to the
Broadway.
red light at Ray's.
Uh-huh.
And I went right. And I had to go that way. That's all I could do.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
72 Bronco half cab
Shoot them out of
with
the
a
air.
351
Uncle
Cleveland and 3 on the tree. No power brakes or steering, of course, no AC. Had a PTO winch. When you let out the clutch, it would jump. Yeah, I'm telling you, my uncle had a Bronco, and I loved it. That was one of those half cab Broncos, and that's what he used for hunting, and I loved that thing. Hey, Jax. Nice to have you. Your dog turned 6 today. All right, what kind of dog is it? You remember the Monte Carlo? Heck yeah. I didn't have one, but I do remember them for sure. An 87 Cutlass Supreme 403, and it was stolen 2000. Oh, I'm sorry. Years later, the seats were put in a Buick. They chopped my car and cut my brake line. Oh, that's not
I'm
good.
so sorry.
An EXP. All right.
What's an EXP?
A Blue Lacy. Blue Lacy is the state dog of Texas. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Huh. Hey, I'm serious.
I'm not totally
What's an
sure.
EXP? Oh,
I'm not totally sure. Sorry.
what's an EXP? Because I don't know. I know the car I drove, but as good as I get. Well, I can tell what a Ford is and a Dodge. Might not know. I just know it's a Dodge, or I might know
Can
it's
you
a
start the void
Ford.
jump since we're,
Silly stuff. Ed took it. Thank you, Ed.
human.
Yeah. Yeah, it's, I like talking first cars now. Of course, I've had a few since then. Of course, because of her, I probably make some of you mad right now, but I am not a Dodge guy. I don't like Dodges. And because of her, I've owned 2 in my life. Little car, 2-seater, 19. Oh, an EXP. Okay, I got you. Little car, 2-seater.
Like a little
That was
MG.
cute.
There we go. Okay, I got it in my head now.
Let's not time him out.
I can't jump.
Hello,
I can't
Hello,
jump.
hello.
The
Faith
map.
Sophia
Remember,
and STO.
I am literally dodging for my life right now.
Hey, I see Keith Gravely is in here.
We're gonna
Keith, how's
put
it
you
going,
on this
Keith?
live, Lebo.
No, I'm trying to find where the escape vector is. Yeah, I'm trying to find it. I have to face it first.
From Turkey. Hey, I've been to Istanbul.
Oh, we had someone last week from Turkey.
Yeah.
Nice.
And we're dead.
Uh,
Thank, Thank you for taking.
Can't fix that baby in the
no more.
X-Men.
Yeah, that's right.
You can't ride him on the roof.
That's right.
It'd be a no-no. A Ford Elite.
My first car was a Ford Elite. Donald wasn't very happy I bought a Ford. Donald, that's where you and I will disagree. I'm a Ford guy.
Cougar.
I can't help it.
Okay.
A Cutlass Supreme. My favorite was a Cougar. We had a Cougar for a little while, but that was
What?
the one that.
Oh, your mama?
No, you didn't.
Uh-uh.
No, what was that? Was that a Taurus? Yeah, that was a Taurus
Yes.
that we had.
I don't care. Oh.
Yeah, I was there. I was in Istanbul for work and got to spend about, I don't remember if it was 2 weeks or 3 weeks there, but we did get some time to look around and there was some beautiful, we saw like some mosques and some palaces and such. Whew, some beautiful, beautiful stuff. I enjoyed getting to run around a little bit and I tell you, people, that's not what I wanted to do.
Just ignore it. All right, so
All right, let's see what Jax has to say. Even though I still
What's
have
it
3
to?
more years until I can drive, my dad had a Ford Maverick. There you go. I get my license. He's going to give me the car. Okay.
there you go. Hot rod it.
69 Chevelles are nice. Yes, I will agree with that. We are from Arkansas in the U.S. of A.
I think our accent gives that away.
I think it would. I'll tell you guys for sure, I never realized how much of an Arkansas accent I had until I started a YouTube channel. When I started listening to myself on videos, I figured out I have one. I don't think I'm as bad as some people, but I've got one.
Yeah.
A Ford Comet. My 57 Chevy wagon was my favorite. My dad had a Comet at one time. I don't remember what year it was, but he did have a Comet, a 57 Chevy wagon.
Your dad had those little hot rod cars, didn't he?
Nah, he was. And he had a motorcycle.
Yeah, my daddy had a motorcycle. He'd ride it back and forth from,
Call me the ultimate redneck accent. Oh, Ed.
I have a cousin, we call him Neanderthal. He went so far beyond redneck, you know. You just call him Neanderthal.
There you go. He loved his Nova. There you go.
Oh, yep. John had a Nova.
Yeah, I bet. Muscle cars are good. I admit I never really had a muscle car because if it was up to me, mine would just be trucks. But unfortunately right now, I'm driving cars because I have a pretty good drive to work and I was going 5 days a week and I could not afford that gas. I had a truck when I first started doing it. Oh Lord, it was eating me alive. And that's when gas, I mean, this was many years ago when gas got over $4 a gallon. So, it was Volkswagen in Germany.
Yes. Love the Volkswagens.
11 days.
It was so easy to fix. Daddy had me working on that Volkswagen. Show me how to fix it.
11 days. I am so ready for Okie, Ed. I'm so ready for Okie.
I got to go to work Monday, and then we're taking off Tuesday coming up there.
Yeah, I got 1 full week to work, and then we'll work on Monday. A 66 Nova for my first car. Nice. That is nice. All cars used to be fixable. Nowadays, they make them so difficult.
Yeah, even to change the oil, you got to remove a plate underneath it to get to the oil.
It's
to
crazy
change
where
the
you got to
oil.
get to it.
My goodness.
Lee's truck is even a little bit older. It's a 2007. And we had to replace what was it we had to replace on his? Wasn't the water pump?
There was 2 things y'all had to replace. Y'all had to,
I'm trying to remember. There was one thing we had to replace, but you had to take all kinds of things under the hood off to get back to the back to get to the dang part that you had to do. It was ridiculous. I actually have that on one of my videos. I
you did.
recorded it because
That was a lot of work.
I found it to be so ridiculous how much how much work it was just to get to the part to fix it.
Yeah.
But I know water pumps are one of those things that, Lord, you have to get through all kinds of things just to get to the water pump. And used to, yeah, my old 67 F100, man, everything was right out there in the open. It was easy to change this or whatever. I mean, we had
All
to
the
change,
regulations.
we had to change the flywheel one time, and that wasn't even anything like changing some simple something, on something new. So it's crazy. I'm trying to remember, somebody they were doing something and they had to take one wheel off the car and go in under there and do in order to and it's like, why can't we make it easy?
Well, it was bad when the fuel pump was in the tank itself,
Yeah, that's true.
It was ridiculous.
But I know why it is the way it is now. It's because then you have to pay the dealerships and the people there to do it, so that you're not fixing it yourself. They get their money to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, depleted.
Those people did their own mechanics in the past. That's true.
Fantastic. Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice. The new technology is fantastic. Yeah, there's some good stuff. I got to admit, I'm ready to get rid of my car. I've had it for 11 years, but hopefully, maybe in the next few years, it will go by the wayside. My daughter asked me the other day, "When you get rid of it, are you going to get a truck?" I'm awfully tempted, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I think I've told you guys this before, but I had the steering wheel on my car, which I drive a Hyundai Veloster. And the steering wheel on it, when you turn it, it was boom, boom, boom. It was bumping, and you could feel it when you turn it. And I looked it up, and there was a part that it needed. So I took it to the dealership, and I said, "How much would it cost to fix it?" And they said, "Well, in a Elantra or a Sonata, you can just replace the part. But for the Veloster, you have to take the entire steering column out and replace it
Okay, fine.
for this one part." Okay, so I went and looked it up, and I got the part. It's about that big around. For $6, I got two of them. My dad and I took the steering column off, pulled it down and found the part and replaced it. Took us, we didn't know where it was, and we had problems doing it, but it took us about 3.5 hours and it cost me $6 for two of them instead of $1,900 that they were going to charge me to replace the steering column.
I think they were looking at the wrong part.
No, they knew what it was, but they said that it couldn't, on the Veloster, it couldn't be replaced, which was bull. Hello, Phil K. Actually, I've already accepted Jesus as my Lord and Savior.
Same
so
here. Yeah.
Me
Thank
and my
you.
friends were,
All right.
and our
Can you tell
ATV
me something? I didn't.
gas tank got punctured. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that's not good. Ours are 10 and 12 years old, but I don't buy them until they are 5 or more years old. That's a good way to do it. That's a very good way to do it.
Game lets you shoot anything. You just don't always have good accuracy.
YouTube University. That is exactly right, Randy. I looked it up on YouTube, and this guy showed us how to fix that part. That is absolutely right.
That's how I fixed Lee's Wii when it broke the little laser reader on it. I had to replace the laser reader. Yeah, way overpriced. Hi to India.
Hello from India.
Hardeep.
Overpriced fix. Yes, exactly.
The
I mean,
Hall
it's ridiculous and they will
Oh, him.
try to do that. They'll try to charge you for more than what you need, and it drives me crazy.
I guess he needed a
I managed to dodge a bunch of sniper shots.
commission. There you go. That's the word I was thinking of. Commission.
Probably. But if I can, I prefer to. If I need to, I would like to be able to change my own oil. But now, with all the regulations, you have to have a place to store the oil and to take it to somebody and da 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 da. So it's a little more difficult to do that than it used to
India
be.
People to change their oil.
Oh, yeah, I know. But But then, you know, like changing my brakes out or something, no. I'm gonna take it over to my dad's shop, put it in there, and we'll replace them in there. And the last time I tried to do that with my car, you had to have a special tool to get to it on the back. And just so happened, my dad knew a guy, and he did have that part, have that tool that we needed.
They try to keep it away from you so you can't do it. That's just ridiculous.
And I messed up the remote.
Yeah, I'm putting carrots. Wow, that's at least. Okay, so let them be, and next year it'll come back up again. Well, this is, when did you do that? A couple months ago. Okay, so if they flowered or whatever, just leave them in the ground, let them go through the season, and they'll come back again next year with the seeds on them. And then you can get the seeds from your carrots and then replant. That's how you do that.
I don't know.
That's what I did with my carrots. Well, I had 2 that came back, and I used the seeds from those to replant.
I heard something crazy the other day. Somebody was talking about people were buying, they had carrots plants for sale. And so, and they were the same price as buying like a tomato plant. And I thought, do people not realize that you get 1 carrot from 1 carrot plant? You get many tomatoes from 1 tomato plant.
It kind of sucks.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And they were saying they were like $2 or $3 a piece.
No, we don't have time to milk the goats.
Very
Sorry.
few games.
No,
The babies do. They get that benefit.
dip the fence post in. That's a good idea.
There you go.
Yes.
But yeah, no, I have talked about milking our goats, our Nigerians.
No
But
idea.
I was talking to a lady one time. I think it was not last year, but the year before, when we went to the Arkansas Homesteading Conference. I was talking to a lady that did the whole thing of showing you how to milk goats and such. And I was talking to her about doing it, and she said, just understand this. If you do, then everybody else can go on vacation, but you can't go. Because if you go and you don't do it, then they'll dry up and it's done.
Yeah.
So,
We did that, Grandpa. We did that with my grandpa. He would go out there, he'd come over, walk over to the house from his, and milk the goats.
Hmm.
We also had cows, milk the cows. I remember that part. But I was really young.
Take the old oil to a garage, pay the fee to get, yeah, see, that's it to get rid of it. And it's much cheaper. That's a true point. It would be much cheaper than doing that. Do this real quick too.
Oh, you're gonna lose internet, okay.
Going to lose internet.
Yeah.
So we'll pop back on
okay.
as soon as we get home. Yeah, all right. They've been going and picking up the kiddos.
Traveling.
Yep. They take the kiddos over, and so they can do their live, and then they go over and pick them up and eat and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
good family time. But yeah, I need to get back to changing oil. I mean, it's not hard to do. It's harder to do on today's cars than it
Oh,
used to be. But
That reminds me, I need you to look at the oil filter on the tractor.
on the tractor,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Yeah,
I can do that.
yeah, needs to be looked at. Might have a little leak on
Hello. I changed or I had to add power steering fluid to the tractor. Once I did that on one of the videos. There you go, Nancy.
Yeah, we don't have a translator on here. Sorry.
But I added power steering fluid. Locked up. Why?
Oh, I don't know.
Sorry, guys.
Whoopsie.
I don't know what just happened. Let's see. Can you still? Yeah. Sorry, you can still hear us, but we're from Arkansas.
Okay,
But-
so we're gonna have to restart this, baby.
I don't know what just happened. Everything was fine and it just stopped.
Doggone it.
It's not like somebody called.
No, I got that on. Somebody locked us